Hello everyone, I am UnsungNPC here with another class video for Pathfinder Kingmaker. Today we are looking at the Inquisitor class, one of my all-time favorite classes because of their ability to work so well by themselves and as a team member. So we're going to dive right in. Now, as you can see, I've got more archetypes here than maybe you do, and that's because these first few, all the way up to Sacred Huntsmaster, are from the base game, right? But these extra three are from a mod called Call of the Wild on the Nexus. So I definitely suggest checking that out. The mod is awesome, adds a bunch of stuff, doesn't take away anything important. Really great mod, highly recommend it. Okay, so the Inquisitor. They are deity worshippers, right? So you have to select a deity that goes along with your alignment in some form or fashion. And then you get a domain based on the deity, right? And then you get Stern Gaze. So Stern Gaze allows you to add bonuses to your persuasion skill checks for intimidation and your perception skill checks. And then eventually you'll get Cunning Initiative, adding your wisdom to your initiative, which is an awesome perk in my opinion because I love when I have a higher initiative. No matter what character I'm playing, I love having a higher initiative than other people. It's just, there's no downside to it. There's no character that needs to have a lower initiative. It's just a fantastic thing to have. So I love that little bonus. You also get solo tactics. So as you can see, you'll be getting these like 6 teamwork feats as you level up in the game. And solo tactics allows you to use these teamwork feats by yourself, whether or not your allies have the teamwork feats, which is really cool and goes along with me saying that they're great solo characters because you can get some really sick teamwork feats for free, by the way, not taking away any actual feats that you get. You just get free teamwork feats and then you can just use them, which is awesome. Then you'll get Bane, which you can use on an enemy to get +2 better attack bonus and a 2d6 extra points of damage against that enemy. And it eventually turns into Greater Bane, which turns the 2d6 into 4d6, which is really cool. So Bane is an awesome little, freebie of damage there as well. Then you get Stalwart. So Inquisitors get increased Fortitude and Will as they level up. That's like those 2 main saving throws there. And these allow you to, when you succeed on a saving throw for either of those, when instead of having damage on a successful save, you would instead void the damage entirely, which I think is pretty cool. And just getting that like right as it is, whereas like when rogues take evasion, it's half on a successful save or on a failed save, and then no damage on a successful save. This one is just like straight up no damage on a successful save right away. Inquisitors also get this cool ability called Judgment. Judgment is like a thing you use for an entire combat basically, and the amount of the different judgments that exist is like bonus to AC, bonus to attacks, damage, saving throws, bonus to piercing spell resistance, bonus to piercing damage resistance, stuff like that. And so I think those are really cool little abilities you can use in combat. You start off being able to use it once a day, and then every 4 level and every level thereafter you can use it 1 other additional time per day. And then eventually you'll get a second judgment and then a third judgment where you can use 2 and then 3 judgments at once, which is really awesome. Being able to stack those, like attack rolls, damage rolls, DR piercing, right? And then having all 3 of them go at the same time is nuts. And then you get Exploit Weakness, which is whenever you score a critical hit, you ignore any damage reduction, which is awesome. And then they also stops the target's regeneration if they have regeneration powers like Shambling Mounds or Trolls or anything like that. So that's really cool too. And then you get True Judgment, where you can invoke True Judgment on a foe as a swift action, and then you make a single attack, and then if they fail the saving throw, the target dies. They just straight up die. Which is just free kill if you succeed. So yeah, these, and then you'll get the domain powers as well on top of all this stuff. So I mean, these guys are killers, right? These guys are fantastic. Next up, one of my favorite archetypes, especially my favorite summoning class here, is the monster tactician. You work pretty much the same way as a Inquisitor, right? But instead of doing judgment and stuff like that, you get summon monster as like spell-like abilities, and then you get summon tactics. So all your teamwork feats that you get will go to all of your summon monsters, and then you still get exploit weakness and greater bane and all that. So there's a few classes in here that do summoning classes, and honestly, this is my all-time favorite out of the base game ones, because holy crap, getting to summon so many monsters and then also give them all of your teamwork feats is insane. Like having 6 teamwork feats, like summon monsters with 6 teamwork feats, that's crazy. One of my favorites. It's so fun to play, honestly. If you're into like a summoning build or whatever, definitely recommend this character for sure. Especially if you pair it with, like, if you worship Gorum and then take the animal, or Gazra, not Gorum, Gazra, and take the animal domain. I think you get an animal companion. So you have an animal companion and then you summon monsters. Be sick. Tactical leader. This is an Inquisitor. You have all the judgment stuff, right? But instead of solo tactics, you gain the ability to do tactics for your teammates. So you get leader's words instead of stern gaze. So diplomacy checks bonus, not intimidation and perception. Then you get tactician. So you gain a teamwork feat as a bonus feat. And then you can grant one of your feats to all allies within 30 feet. And then you can use it as a swift action. And then you can give your judgment. Yeah. You can gain any judgment you're using to an ally within 30 feet as well. And at that last 1 minute. And you can use that a number of times per day equal to your wisdom modifier. Since you're a wisdom-based character, that's going to work out really well for you. So, yeah. Being able to dish out your teamwork feats to people. Being able to dish out your judgment to people. I think this is also a powerful archetype just because, like, the judgment bonuses are cracked. They're crazy. And then the teamwork feats are great. And just being able to hand all of that to your teammates is fantastic. And I think that's why Inquisitors are so strong, just because of being able to be solo or a perfect teammate in this game. So I love it. A Sacred Huntsmaster. Okay, so the Sacred Huntsmaster, instead of judgment, gets an animal companion and the ability to give them teamwork feats. Alright, so that's really cool. It's also fun if you, like, find the animal that, like, goes to your god and kind of roleplay it that way. I have played one of these before and I had a lot of fun with it. I think I worshipped Abadar and had a dog pet, and it was a fun time. It was a really fun playthrough for sure. Yeah, all the teamwork feats, and you get these animal focuses for you and your companion. Animal focuses work similar to judgment, honestly, but a little bit less diverse. It's pretty much just like there's AC, saving throw, attack, damage, types of damage, types of resistance, or skills. Lots of them are like skill buffs as well. So, but those are really cool too, and fun to play around with. So, and if you do get the animal domain, the animal companions do not stack. You don't get 2 animal companions. So, you still only get the one. But pretty fun here. Next up, we're getting into the classes from the archetypes from the mod Call of the Wild. That's what we're getting into next. Here we have the Demon Hunter, which at the top here in the teamwork feats looks like a Inquisitor for all intents and purposes, except you'll notice something different. Instead of getting a domain, you get charged by nature. So you will get an Oracle Mystery from either the Ancestor, Battle, Flame, Life, Nature, Time, Wave, or Wind mysteries. And then you'll get Revelations and powers that go with those mysteries. So Revelation, you'll get Demon Hunter, so +2 on attack and caster level checks against chaotic evil outsiders. Still get solo tactics, and then another Revelation. And then you get Holy Magic here, so you can't be evil. And you can do spells from the Cleric spell list, but they have to have the good descriptor. So, yeah, some little bonus spells there for your spell list. They do have to be good, though. So, yeah, other than that, pretty much still an Inquisitor. Just add some little, like, chaotic evil outsider killing flair to it. I'm not going to get into the Oracle mysteries because the Oracle class is in here from the mod as well. And we'll be looking at the mysteries when we go look at the Oracle. So, next up we have Relic Hunter, which is kind of like a Inquisitor Occultist, which is also a modded class in the game. So we'll be looking more at the Occultist things when we go look at the Occultist video. But you get these relics, and you'll get relics every few levels, and then you'll get these focus powers, and focus powers can come from any relic that you have, and it's based on like level as well. So some focus powers you won't have access to until you're higher level, but you're gaining relics, and then based on those relics that you collect, you get to decide which powers you want from the relics. So instead of being this like deity worshipping like domain spell using Inquisitor type thing, you're more focusing on using these relics and using the power within these ancient relics to combat. You still get your teamwork feats, exploit weakness, solo tactics, cunning initiative. You don't get Bane or Greater Bane, but the relics are pretty cool. We'll probably just go take a look at it real quick in terms of like the relics and stuff, just because they're pretty sweet, I think. We won't dive too far into, because like I said, we're going to have the Occultist video anyway. But, so yeah, relics, they're each from a different school of magic, these implements. So, I don't know, we'll do Transmutation, and you can choose it again for extra spells if you want. And we'll do Evocation, okay? So now we've got these focus powers to choose from. So you've got Philosopher's Touch, Radiance, Size Alteration, Sudden Speed. 3 Transmutation, 1 Evocation. So Transmutation is pretty big. So if you want to look at those, you can pause the video and kind of read those descriptions. But like I said, when we get to the Occultist, we'll be going over all of them. But yeah, pretty cool. So you've got, you know, Demon Hunting, and you've got like, so this is like Inquisitor Oracle, Inquisitor Occultist, and now we have the Inquisitor Slayer. So the Slayer, you can pick any deity. That's the one I chose. You get your domain still, but instead of Judgment, you get Slayer talents and Studied Target. So you get Studied Target, which is you get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, which eventually becomes +5. And if you sneak attack someone, you will automatically study them for those bonuses. And then you can use Studied Target as a swift action as well. But yeah, you get sneak attack up to 6. So taking Accomplished Sneak Attacker as a feat and getting that bonus sneak attack damage is going to be a good feat use here, because then you'll be able to take your sneak attack up to 7, which is pretty nice. You still get Exploit Weakness, and then you get 4 Slayer talents. But you still get solo tactics and your teamwork feats, stern gaze, cunning initiative, stalwart. No great bane or anything like that, but you're getting sneak attack, right? So sneak attack is arguably better. But yeah, study target's really cool. Especially if you're doing like an archer or sneak attacker character, for sure. Just getting those bonuses. So yeah, this is the Inquisitor here. Like I said, I think they're really powerful. I think honestly, besides Demon Hunter, all of these archetypes are really, really strong. I don't like Demon Hunter just because there's not really a lot of chaotic evil outsiders in this game, I don't think. So, not enough in my opinion to warrant being a Demon Hunter. But all of the other ones are pretty strong, and I think that, you know, I've played a few of them. I've played Monster Tactician and Sacred Huntsmaster, and I think that they're both fun to play around with. So definitely check this out. If you're a new player, welcome to the world of RPGs and Pathfinder in general. It's an awesome place to be. I hope you enjoy your time here. If you're a veteran player, definitely check out the mod, Call of the Wild on the Nexus, created by Holic92. It's such a fantastic mod, you won't regret it. But this has been the Inquisitor. I'm UnsungNPC, and I will catch you guys in the next video.